Today we are continuing our tour through the national parks of California by heading to Yosemite. Tonight we are staying at the incredible Autocamp. We are very excited about that. If you haven't seen our previous video, we started at the southern part of California and did Joshua Tree, went through Sequoia National Park, and now we are making our way to the infamous Yosemite, and we're super pumped for all the beauty it has to offer and the accommodations we're staying in. So we are going to bring you guys along and see what happens. Are you ready?
Ready.
Right, so we just checked in at the front desk. Everybody was super sweet. They have a really neat hangout kitchen, a little shop area inside, as well as a pool and some other amenities, which makes for a really great check-in experience and gathering point for everybody. And now we are loading up our little cart with all of our stuff because we are going to trek it to our Airstream across the pond, which is really pretty too. Also, we grabbed ourselves a s'mores kit and some firewood so that we can have a nice little toasty experience tonight.
Now that we've gotten everything hidden away in the Airstream, we are gonna get started shooting this place. We're super excited. I think it's gonna be really fun. But before we do that, this is something that we meant to do this morning, but we've gotta take our Magic Mind shots. We do this before every shoot. Something that I have tried to stay away from is caffeine, just for health reasons. And so we actually looked for some alternatives, and this was one of the things that we found. So I'm gonna bring it to Nikki, and then we're gonna get started. All right, babe.
Yes, thank you.
You're feeling it, weren't you?
Oh my gosh, these have been such a lifesaver for me, honestly, because I used to use like coffee and energy drinks, which aren't so good for you, and I would get headaches all the time. So I know that we looked for a natural replacement of an energy shot that gives you focus and is all natural. And so I'm so glad we found Magic Mind because it tastes so good, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I'm not lying. It's got like this citrusy matcha flavor, so much so that I wish I had a whole bottle of it and could drink like it throughout the day. But it's just a shot.
A few cool things about this little green shot is it's got some super ingredients. Nootropics and then ashwagandha and lion's mane mushrooms are just a few of those ingredients. And there's been this like crazy health trend going on right now that I'm seeing on TikTok and Instagram about ashwagandha and lion's mane's mushrooms. And apparently it's like the new up and coming superfood. So Magic Mind was definitely ahead of the game, and just let it be known that we were already taking this ahead of the curve, ahead of the trend. And it really has. We've been taking this pretty consistently for the last couple of months, and it is incredible the difference that just my mental clarity, anxiety, and just everything, overall health and just the way I feel has really increased and improved.
And there's no actual caffeine in it for this guy, which is awesome.
Which is great, because I try to stay away from caffeine.
At all costs.
At all costs. In the past, I have taken a 5-hour energy here or there if there's a long drive or like for our shoots, but literally this has replaced that. And yeah, I love it. So if you want to learn more, you can go through the link in our description. You can use code JOURNEYMORE for up to 56% off your first subscription with Magic Mind. We would highly, highly recommend. So we are not afraid to push this on you because it will genuinely make a massive positive difference in your life.
And I am not one to be salesy, but I am so confident that you guys will enjoy this. And if you don't, they have a money back guarantee, so you can take it, try it, and if it's just not for you, no worries. Like, there's really no risk, but I'm so excited to be sharing this with y'all. So go order yours and enjoy.
Every last drop. Very good.
So good.
Curious to see how these logs burn because they're apparently like no spark wood, essentially, because they're trying to be conscious of wildfires around here, which totally makes sense, but I guess we'll see if they burn well.
Hayden is currently getting some sweet drone shots. At this point, we've done a lot of our filming. We did the little fire pit segment. So now we're doing drone until the sun sets, and then we've got to get some dinner. Now that we've finished up filming and doing a bunch of shooting, I'm gonna show you around our Airstream. Here at Autocamp, they have multiple Airstreams, tents, and little tiny cabins. So it's super fun. We are staying in a premium Airstream, and I love it. One of my favorite pieces is you actually have a little key card to get inside. I mean, how fun is that? Glamping at a whole new level. So this is the inside of the Airstream, surprisingly spacious. You walk right into the little living area that actually folds out into another bed, so I think you can have multiple people stay here. This kitchen is small but has everything that you need. On the other side, let me show you this. They've got a bunch of storage for you so you can put your stuff away, but they also have like fridge and microwave in here, so you've got a lot more than you think, and storage up here, down below, and then let me show you the bedroom. Back here is the cozy bedroom. You've got more storage on either side and under the bed, so again, small space, but a lot of place to put your stuff because we have a lot of stuff and we need places to put it in. It's all hidden. They've got TV, heating and air, so many windows for you to look out and see the view. We actually have a nice pretty view of the pond, which I'm excited to see in the morning. That's it for this side. On the other side, we've got the full bath with a pretty vanity, and look at this shower. I mean, there's so much room in here, and it's like tile wall, tile floor, and so many windows again, so it's like nice and bright during the day. And then a little bit about the outside, they've got a dining table and then a nice fire pit facing that pond. And another thing that's great about Autocamp is they kind of are an all-inclusive place, because over at the check-in spot, there's all those areas to hang out, but there's also a kitchen, so you can get full meals while you're here. And then on top of the meals, they have a pool, so many hangout areas and fire pits, and we are right on top of Yosemite National Park, so if you plan to go explore and see some beautiful trails and waterfalls, this really is the perfect spot, and we literally can't wait to wake up early and go explore tomorrow.
Couple things to add. The first one is, because this is like a campground, there's a ton of these cabins and Airstreams, and so you can hear everybody laughing, having fun. So I think that's actually kind of a fun touch to this spot that's a little different than most of the private getaways that we share. Also, just the fact that Yosemite has been like the top 1 or 2 dream natural destinations that I've wanted to go to in the US. So I'm pretty excited for tomorrow because it's kind of like a dream come true.
So now that we've gotten all the shooting done, we are quite hungry and I'm gonna go get some food over at the kitchen that they have here. You hear all the frogs.
Yep.
When the lambda news up here, the cap again, the cap is on 49 too.
Good morning. We are getting ready to go to the park this morning, and I'm really glad we were here for sunrise because my suspicions were correct. It was beautiful this morning with the steam rising off the little pond outside our window. I really loved it, so I'm glad we were here for that because tomorrow we will be up before the sunrise, leaving in the dark to go see the sunrise in the park. And I think Hayden's really excited about it.
I am very excited for that. But last night we kind of got to bed late, so we decided to push off sunrise in the park until tomorrow. That way we could get a little bit more sleep last night, which was good, much needed. It's time to go to Yosemite.
So the fact that we've been able to get dinner and breakfast at the little check-in area has been so convenient that we haven't had to go anywhere to get our food. We just got it here and it is really good quality, which is great. It's kind of like a hotel. You can just say charge it to your room and you have your card on file, and it makes it so easy and luxurious. But I'm pumped to see some views. Capture this waterfall. It's Yosemite Falls,
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Probably the biggest waterfall I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. So first thing on the list today is we are at Yosemite Falls, which is like the most famous waterfall. We're gonna go on the lower Yosemite Falls trail, which is about 1.5 miles. And then I'm trying to convince Nikki to go up on the upper trail, which will literally take you to the very top of the waterfall.
But it is 6.6 miles, so...
Which is fine. It's just, we don't have a ton of time today, but I think that we can still do it.
Okay, 2 things. One, I am so incredibly thankful that we do what we do because we get to come see incredible places like this. And I just never thought that I would do a California trip and come and see all the national parks. It just wasn't even like a possibility in my mind. Also, a fun fact that I learned about the falls is there's something called, I think it's the ice cone, snow cone. I'll have to show a picture. Ice cone. Where at the bottom of the falls in the winter it freezes and just keeps piling on top to make a cone. And like the record height they found was a cone that was 322 feet tall.
Yosemite Falls is the 5th tallest waterfall in the world and the tallest in the United States. It's broken into 3 different parts and it's over 2,400 feet tall from the top all the way down to the bottom. It's absolutely mind-blowing to be able to see it. And the tallest waterfall in the world is Salto Angel, which is in Venezuela, and it's over 1,000 feet taller than this one, which is almost unimaginable. And then the source of the waterfall itself is Yosemite Creek, which is entirely snow that is melting and coming off of the mountain. It's over 50 square miles of snow that melts in the spring, comes off the mountain, and it's over 2,400 gallons per second. So we're here at the beginning of May, which is late spring, which is when there's the most water coming off. If you come in the summer, it says that it's usually dry because all that snow is already melted and the water's come off. So although there's a lot of places closed because of the snow, this is really the perfect time to come for the crowds and the waterfalls. Falls was breathtaking, and being able to see the upper and the lower part at the same time back over on this side was special.
So cool.
So cool. Definitely do the whole loop because the whole thing is super pretty. Most people just come in on the left side and go straight to the falls and then come right back because it's a little shorter. But you miss out on a really beautiful path that leads to the other side of the falls that is not nearly as crowded.
Yeah.
So.
Now we need to fuel up with some lunch before we do our next thing.
Which is going to the upper falls.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
It's almost 4 miles to the top.
Yes.
So about 8 miles total, which is gonna be, it's gonna be a hike.
Spicy.
We're gonna do it. We are literally looking at where we're supposed to be, the top of that ridge, and it's honestly like straight up.
3,500 feet?
Yes, 3,500 feet elevation gain in 3.5 miles, which is actually a lot. Okay, so a little, most of the way up there update. What do you think?
This might be the best hike we've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I think
best
so.
hike ever. It is incredible. Very tough, very challenging. Only half a mile left. I know Nikki is quite exhausted,
Yes.
but we're doing great. She's doing great, great pace, doing good. Let's get up there. I'm not even sure if you can really hear us over all of the water coming off the top of this waterfall, but this is amazing. Like, so worth the challenge and the hard work that it took to get up here, the deep breathing and the painful legs and butt. It has been so much fun.
It is so powerful, and I feel like we're on top of the world, and it's probably some of the most beautiful scenery that we've had, so
Oh yeah.
so impressed. And it's a little bit scary on top of the waterfall.
It is. But it's super cool.
Yes.
And just the giant rocks, the huge rock faces that go straight up and down is just so special. It's unlike anything we've seen. We're sitting at about 6,500 feet in elevation, and so it's really not like crazy high, at least for like being out west, but it's just breathtaking up here.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because you can see straight to the bottom.
Yeah.
Straight down.
We can see like where we were when we were at the bottom of the falls before this.
Yeah, I could like point to my parked car. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Now we get to do the part that I dread, going all the way back down. Miles and miles.
No, going down is easy.
I mean, that's true, but it still takes a long time, and it's hard. You don't want to slip and fall. But the good thing is there's incredible views all the way down. Like
That's
when you're
true.
coming up, you're focused on your feet, whereas on the way down, I can kind of enjoy it. So,
True.
but still, it's a lot. So this is called OMG View. If you look on all trails and follow your hike, it's amazing.
So we are a little less than half a mile from our car, and I have learned something new, that if I make my wife drink lots of water, it will give her extra motivation to get to the bottom, because now she is moving so fast, I'm having a hard time keeping up with her because somebody's got to go to the bathroom. How does that feel?
Good. And completed. Oh,
Way to go, babe.
thanks.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of me too, and I'm proud of you. Yes.
It was an incredible experience. Now, Nikki can go to the bathroom.
Yes. That's important.
Just down a little bit further. The greatest feeling after a hard, long hike. Oh, is that right there? Taking the hiking boot off. I'm just gonna fall asleep in this seat.
I know, I'm so tired too.
So tired. So we literally got back last night ate dinner, and went to bed
Yeah.
because we were exhausted after that hike. It was so much fun, worth all of the work, but it actually was a very tough hike. Being at higher elevation, it's obviously hard to breathe, but just the climb the whole way was very challenging. We've got more that we're gonna do in Yosemite that we're super excited about, some beautiful outlooks and some other waterfalls that we're gonna go check out. So you'll have to check out our next video to see all of that. And we're really not sure where we're gonna stay tonight. Our trip has turned out a little different than we thought, and so
We're just rolling with the punches and planning as we go, which has made it fun. I've liked it.
yeah. And so we might camp in the park if they have some permits, might find another place to stay. We'll see what happens.
And a quick reminder to anybody who's interested in Magic Mind, we have our link below, and use our discount code. Try it out. That has been really helpful with our hikes and our shooting during this video, and continues to be a key factor in our daily life.
Totally. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel. We've got new adventures coming out. And if you haven't seen our last video of the start of our California trip, definitely go check that one out too.
Yes, it tells you a lot of details about what direction this channel is going, so you'll definitely want to see it.